So I'm George Smith, a professional MMA fighter from Manchester. I'm 5-3 as a professional. I was 12-1 as an amateur. While I started training MMA when I was about 14 alongside judo, more to improve my ground game. And then when I got to 16, I think I had my first fight in MMA. I had 4 fights prior to moving to the GB team down in Walsall. So I moved to the West Midlands to do judo for Great Britain, travelled the world, been everywhere fighting. And then at 21 I stopped doing judo from lack of interest, just kind of wasn't really going anywhere, wasn't enjoying myself, and then went full-time MMA, and then basically brought me to here now. So initially I found out I had issues with my heart from my smartwatch. So I kind of saw I wasn't feeling great either. There was parts of my training that I was used to feeling good, but I kind of wasn't feeling good. So even doing warm-ups, my chest had kind of tighten, or I'd be laying in bed and I could feel like a raised heart rhythm, things like that. This was going on for quite a while, but I just kind of thought it was kind of psychological or something. I didn't really, I just, as a fighter, I didn't want to kind of blame or think it was something health-wise and kind of give myself an excuse for what I was feeling. It's a real stupid way to look at it, but I kind of didn't want to give myself any excuses or reasons to kind of be suffering. I knew heart conditions are more rare for people my age. It was never something that crossed my mind that it was a heart problem, until kind of towards the end I kind of felt it could potentially be something wrong, but training wasn't right. So I used to be able to train 2 or 3 times a day easily. Well, not easily, I was always in pain. It was kind of still difficult, but I got to a point where one training session was a lot, and I think my body was kind of in more like shut down. It was kind of probably just self-preservation, and each session was exhausting me more than anything. In sparring, I was getting tired by the first round, where I used to be able to do rounds easily. It was just things started to accumulate, and then once I got this thing on my watch, it was kind of, oh, I need to probably get this sorted now, because I'm not in normal sinus rhythm. I was in atrial fibrillation, so I just needed to get seen. And seriously, I was looking for the best kind of rhythm specialist in the country, and Dr. Mahida, which I know is an NHS consultant at Liverpool Heart and Chest. I'd seen him at Spire as a private consultant because I wanted to get the diagnosis done very quickly. I spoke to him for a couple of hours over a few sessions, just trying to make sure I was doing the right thing. My kind of options were get treated or retire and kind of be less active and kind of just maybe walk the dogs, kind of do normal things, but not do anything ridiculous. So he's a rhythm specialist. I had a rhythm problem, so I just my GP then referred me to Liverpool Heart and Chest. And then on operation day, I came into the hospital, and from all the staff were all very nice to me and made me feel very, very, very at ease. And obviously speaking to other patients in there, it kind of made me very grateful that I only had this wrong with me. So yeah, it was very good. When I was in the operating theatre, I felt like I was in a very professional environment. That's kind of one thing I felt. I felt like I was okay in there. You know, even though I was going through a heart operation, I was in safe hands. That's kind of how it felt. So I had an ablation surgery, just because my heart rhythm was off, like consistently off. How I understood that to have been was they kind of scar around the kind of 3 wires that go into your heart, and it has worked. I haven't been in atrial fibrillation since, which I am monitoring all the time as well. So now I'm feeling healthy. I can actually do 2 sessions a day, which is kind of which wasn't something I was used to for a couple of years, obviously with the illness. So I'm looking to get back in on the 29th of April, get back out there, shake off a bit of ring rust, and then I think I've got kind of 2 penciled in fights after that. So I want to get back amongst Europe's top 10 and just be kind of where I feel like I belong, which now I've got the confidence to do, because I'm confident. If I'm confident in my health and I'm confident in how I feel physically, I'm sure I can deliver when it matters. I want to get in the UFC. I've got big aspirations again, which my kind of dreams kind of went. It wasn't something achievable. It wasn't realistic to me at the time because how I was feeling. So I kind of accepted that I was just going to be a I'm done now kind of thing. Where now I'm feeling like energized again. I want to fight the top guys. I want to be the best in the world. So I wanted to share my story personally because I know not many young people even get diagnosed. If they feel ill, they'll probably put it down to something else. And I feel like health is your biggest privilege in life, probably being healthy. I've realised that being healthy now is something that I'm really happy about being. You know, I didn't know what being unhealthy was prior to that. I've always been healthy. When I was unhealthy, I was thinking I didn't want to ever be that again. So young people, even younger than me, if they can get diagnosed at 13, 14, 15, 16, or whatever age prior to earlier than when I did, I think that'll be it can save lives. It can. Receiving the treatment, I felt very much at ease, which was the only bit I was really worried about. I thought on the way in everything was good. I think I got unlucky with the food time after my operation when I had to lay still for like 11 hours or something. I got unlucky with the food, but I got some sandwiches and drinks and stuff. But other than not being awake in time for the evening meal, that was the only thing I probably missed. But other than that, everything was good for me personally.